Meta didn't just launch smart glasses. They made a very deliberate decision, you've probably seen it all over social media, partnering with Ray-Ban and Oakley. And in this video, I want to break down what this move teaches us about branding, positioning, and how authority is built so you can make more sales, even if you have a small following or no following at all. So let's look at why this branding move works so well and how you can apply the same principles in your own business. What really made this click for me is that I actually went to the Meta lab the other day to try the glasses on here in LA, and I was surprised. I walked into a place that felt familiar. Of course, I'm in LA, so there's a lot of, the skateboard, hipster vibe, but I felt like I was in a chic culture vibe. It was slightly retro. It reminded me a little bit of my childhood as well. And I realized that that was not accidental because the environment was doing something to me and the people there, even before you touched the product. It was telling a story about who this was for.
Weird.
You look weird. Meta could have designed the glasses to look ultra futuristic, minimal, sleek, very next gen. But instead, they partnered with Ray-Ban and Oakley and they used nostalgia marketing. So I did some research. In marketing, tapping into nostalgia means associating a product, a service, or a brand with memories from the past to establish an emotional bond. They use symbols from the past to associate the modern product with the audience's fond memories. Symbols, images, signs, icons, or other representations, they are recognizable and carry particular meanings or associations based on shared experiences. So nostalgia marketing creates an emotional hook that links, bonds the best parts of the past in the future in a new way. It's powerful and it works because nostalgia creates a sense of certainty, relatability, so there's comfort in familiarity as psychology, and maintains psychological well-being when confronted with the unknown, which is the future. Nostalgia marketing also works because it feels uniquely personal, where people can bond over rosy memories together, of the past together. And I believe this meta branding move has made it particularly for millennials and Gen Z, where nostalgia adds its own strategic language. In fact, Ray-Ban and Oakley aren't just eyewear brands, they're cultural brands. Like if you're a millennial or Gen Z, these brands are part of your memory. I know that they're part of mine, like movies, music, sports, skate culture. We didn't really have that in Italy, but I know that here in the US has been pretty big. So Ray-Ban brings the lifestyle, the creativity, the everyday cool, and Oakley brings the performance, the movement, the athletes. So when you enter in the space to buy them, people don't see new technology, they feel familiar with it. And that matters because familiarity lowers resistance. They don't question, oh, is this for me? Because it already fits into their world. But here's where the strategy gets really smart. Meta didn't try to convince people to adopt technology, they adapted the product to the people. So there's an article by branding strategist Howie Chan that explains this really clearly. He talks about how Meta's original commitment was to make the glasses fashionable first, which I look at the glasses. I went to the Meta lab because I love the look. So they will feel accessible to the masses, not just to the tech insiders. So because they adapted the product to the people first, it doesn't feel invasive, it's integrated, and that's positioning. Also, by incorporating cultural touch points when you walk in or even when you see their ads, like skateboarding and music, Meta lowers the intimidation barrier around AI, especially for those generations, and invite people to engage with the future. The same thing applies to your business. Authority isn't built by trying to appeal to everyone. It's built by being recognizable to the right people. When someone lands on your content, on your website, on your profile, they're subconsciously asking themselves, where does this fit? What's in it for me? When your message and your positioning point in the same direction, people understand you and your product, your services quickly. Let me give you an example. So let's say you're a coach who works with mom building a business. So familiarity might come from how you talk about time, how you reference your day, the examples you naturally use. It doesn't come from you sharing how to build a business for moms because perhaps they never done that before, so that's not familiar. They are learning that. But when you're talking about, I built my business around school hours, they're like, oh, okay, it's doable for me. It speaks to me because I feel the same. Or I don't structure my work days around 12-hour hustle. In that case, something clicks for your ideal client. They recognize themselves. So Ray-Ban and Oakley didn't explain who they were for, they embodied it. That's how trust forms quickly, because perception is built through structure. This pattern is part of a larger structure I teach, what I call the authentic authority framework. And this is not just about branding for visibility, it's building authority in a way that actually leads to a profitable business. So when your identity, your positioning, and your presence are aligned strategically, they want to follow you and actually buy from you. You start attracting people who already feel connected with your work, people who already see themselves in what you do. And so right there, you don't need any convincing, any explaining. And I've seen this across different platforms, industry, and stages of business. When the structure is there, sales come more naturally. I put together a longer video where I talk about this framework more in depth. The link is in the description. Let me know if this was helpful, and also let me know, what should I do? Should I get the Meta glasses or not? I'm still contemplating it. I heard mixed feedback on it, like, what if it's a toy and gonna sit on my desk and I will never use it? But then I was like, maybe I should get it for my husband, so when I'm out, I don't have to beg him to take pictures and videos. I'll just gonna say, hey Meta, turn the camera on, so we'll have more memories. Anyways, if you want more conversations like this, subscribe to my channel and watch this video over here if you want to learn how to turn your story into income. I'll see you in the next video. Ciao, ciao.